Hello, welcome to week number 8 in Character Corner. I'm recording this episode from the comforts of my backyard in South Jordan, Utah. It's a beautiful day, and I just thought it'd be nice to come sit outside and listen to the little stream behind me. And my golden doodle is running around out here. Hopefully he won't poke his head in front of the camera, or that might be kind of fun if he did. But today I want to talk about two characters from my book, Children of the Blessing. Children of the Blessing, I'm super excited because I just finished the proofread edit, turned it back into my editors, and it is going to be available by the end of this month. As soon as it comes out, of course, I will let all of you know. But I wanted to introduce you to a couple of the main characters in that book, one by the name of Avaris and the other by the name of Lekiah. And this is not going to be a spoiler, but I'm going to tell you a little bit to set up the scene because I would like to read directly from the book. Avaris is one of the Children of the Blessing, but his father, who was the high clan chief of the entire nation, he took his son into the mountains when he was 8 years old, supposedly to go on a hunt, but he left him to die. And so his tribe thinks that he's dead, and this is now 4 years later. And Lekiah, who is a few years older, about 3 years older than Avaris, he's decided to go hunting for a large white bear because the bones of that animal will create great weapons that he can give to the high clan chief because he wants to impress him and win his daughter's hand in marriage. So he's by himself in the mountains hunting, and he stumbles across Avaris. So I'm going to read to you now how this goes down. Lekiah looked across the river and his heart stopped. He stared wide-eyed and his mouth dropped open. There on the other bank, a boy who looked a lot like Avaris Mordron crouched as though he'd just taken a drink of water. No, that's impossible, Lekiah thought. He's been dead for years. The boy hadn't seen him yet, so Lekiah took a step backward to hide in the thick foliage and watch. He stepped on a bush and stumbled. The boy across the river must have noticed the movement because he looked up. Lekiah? The other said as he stood. Lekiah couldn't hear him over the river, but he could read his lips easily enough. Is that you? Lekiah froze. Avaris was dead. This must be his spirit come back to roam the woods where he died. Lekiah's heart pounded in his chest when he came to that realization. He turned and bolted back the direction he came. Lekiah, wait! Lekiah heard the phantom shout his name as he scrambled back up the narrow canyon on all fours. He grabbed at the undergrowth to help pull himself up the steep incline, but he stumbled and slid in the mud. When he reached the crest, Lekiah lost his footing in the thin layer of snow. He tumbled and slid down the other side, only stopping when his forehead hit against the base of a large pine. A blinding flash of sharp pain shot through Lekiah's head. He struggled to his feet, and a wave of vertigo sent him back to his knees. Something warm dripped into his eyes, blurring his vision. He wiped his eyes and saw blood on his hand. He looked up at the summit, just as the spirit of Avaris ran over the crest. "Wait!" the spirit shouted. "Lekiah, stop running! It's me, Avaris!" Lekiah grabbed onto the nearest tree and pulled himself to his feet. He stumbled to the next tree, and then the next, working his way down the mountain from tree to tree. He leaned on a large pine and looked back. The spirit was only 20 paces behind him. "Lekiah, please, wait!" Lekiah pushed away from the tree and ran recklessly down the mountain. He only made it 10 steps before vertigo brought him down to the snow again. "Lekiah, you're injured! Stop running before you kill yourself!" "What do you want with me, spirit?" Lekiah shouted. "Leave me alone!" The apparition furrowed its dark brows and scrunched its nose as if it were confused, and then burst out laughing. "Is that why you're running? You think I'm a spirit?" He laughed some more, and then walked down the hill toward Lekiah. "Look at my clothes. They're drenched from that stupid river. If I were a spirit, do you think I'd be wet? Or for that matter, if I were a spirit, why would I be drinking water in the first place?" So, of course, you'll have to get the book and read it to find out the rest of the story. But that is the way that these two characters meet. And I just love that introduction because I think it sets up their relationship for the rest of the series. And join me next week when we'll talk about another character. I don't know if it'll be someone from my book or a different book, but I look forward to recording again about a character that really impresses me. Thanks.